All right. You ready to rock?
You're
All right. Fuck it. We're going to rock it, dude. UFC
ready?
317 recap. Welcome back to another episode of Over the Octagon podcast. It is Sunday. We are tired. We were up
Very.
Dude, I couldn't sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. I was up till probably about 4 a.m. just watching
Sheesh.
TikTok edits.
Oh, I couldn't. I didn't even. I stayed away.
Yeah.
I've had so many people text me. I haven't even responded to them, to be honest.
Yeah. It's been a tough day. I mean, listen, tough day. Tough day for Charles Oliveira fans, which is, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
You know what I mean? Now, like, if you are in the select kind of group of people that have been on the Ilia Topuria wave, then it didn't bother you as much. And last night was super cool to see. I think it'll age well. Like, I think it just burns right now. But even for the people that are like upset by the result of the main event last night, with a first round knockout, like, I think that's going to age well. Like, I think over time, like, people are going to look back at that and, go and say what many people are saying right now and say, like, holy shit, this motherfucker really flatlined Oliveira like that. Like, that was wild.
Yeah, it's not gonna be me though. I'm fully committed, dude. I'll hate that man for the rest of my life. I don't care.
You're going full on Topuria hater forever.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I can't not, dude. It'd be weird to change my mind at this point.
I mean, you never been against him, though.
Never
I
really.
mean, you've been against him in the matchups, but that's not like a him. Like, you haven't been like an Ilia hater.
No, but I mean, last night really, he really threw some gasoline on that one.
That one hurt, huh?
Yeah, that one hurt more than any of them.
Yeah, I want to apologize, because I put out our reaction or my reaction. I didn't add you to it because your face is just like.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I was not entertained. It's okay.
But in my hype and excitement, after I sprinted around the room screaming, fucking flexing, doing all the celebratory things that I do after an incredible knockout like that, when I did hop back on a mic, I said, and I quote, "The champion has a name, Joel." And you said, "Dude," you're like, "Dude, not right now." And I didn't think about it last night just because I was not thinking, just overly excited. That was fucked up, and I want to apologize for that comment. That was too soon.
I appreciate it. It's okay.
That was crossing the line.
I'll get over it, dude. I don't want to see him fight again. I want to see him retire. I don't think he should fight again.
Oliveira?
Yeah.
I mean, Oliveira gives you fun fights though, no matter what. Like, even the Chandler fight that we got to see in Madison Square Garden, fun fight.
But still though, he's beat everybody behind Ilia now. So it's like there's no point. What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, he lost to Armin.
And that wasn't a knockout you just come back from and
right. No. Yeah. So. Well, I mean, many people have alluded to this today, the day after UFC 317. And I mean, they're right. I've never seen Oliveira like that. Like, he's lost TKOs, right? I mean, he's
way like behind in his career. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets clipped. He gets hit a lot. And he gets clipped, and he has been finished by TKO. But yeah, that was nasty. I mean, he was just completely flat on his back. The whole thing. I mean, it's just
I don't like it.
Devastating knockout. But listen, we got to talk about Ilia a little bit here.
Sure, I'll let you go, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dick ride. I'm not gonna dick ride too crazy. But what I will say is, like, I mean, dude, this motherfucker is the truth. Like, that's undeniable. No,
hard to argue.
it's also like pretty insane, and it is a little McGregor-esque the way, like,
Better.
you think it's better?
Yeah. Better.
Just the way that he like leads up to the fight, how confident he was all week, the way he like talked about it, I'm gonna do this, and then goes out there and does it. The night before, throws a fucking celebratory victory party before the fight even happens. Like just all kinds of crazy shit. I do think the way he carries himself, I said this last night on our stream, I like better than McGregor. McGregor was like just really cocky, crazy. He's cocky, but it's like it's different.
See, and I don't like that.
What do you mean?
I
What part
don't
of
like how he how he does this shit. I'd almost rather him be like McGregor.
Yeah, but is that because he's more hateable that way?
I don't know.
I think you want to hate him. I think you want to hate him, and so you want him to give you a reason to hate him, and he really doesn't.
Oh,
Because even
yeah.
the way that he talks about Charles all week, it's like super respectful. Like
Yeah, but it's
also,
super respectful / super fucking cocky / I'm an asshole.
yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, but he does. But he went out there and did it, dude.
Yeah,
That's the
of course.
difference.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, of course. But I feel like if he was just like if he was like McGregor, then it'd be game over. He'd be the biggest superstar in the fucking history of the sport.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's on his way. I think last night.
I honestly think he's going to have a lot more. He kind of reminds me of. I don't want to say Khabib, but I feel like he has like Khabib is very humble, but he has a lot of people hate Khabib, but a lot of
Right.
people like Khabib.
Yeah, but I think that was more. The haters are more for Khabib's style, like the wrestling style,
I don't
more
think so.
so than
I
his
don't know.
personality, right?
I don't know.
Like just the way that he fought and won fights, like the way that he's fighting and winning fights. I mean, I don't know. Find me one person on the planet that doesn't enjoy that style. I mean, it's
I
crazy.
mean, I did see one tweet, and it's the only thing I could resonate to talk about tonight. And it was like why couldn't the UFC just like let him do that to like Mavzar? Like, why does it have to be, you know, Charles or Max or Volk? Like, why couldn't it be fucking Mavzar? Or why
Yeah.
couldn't it have been Armin? You know, why does it got to be the fucking guys that everybody fucking likes?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because dude, we've had a ton of gatekeepers in the UFC for a long time now. You know what I mean? Like, and those are the guys that are all fan favorites. Like all these guys at 155 and the
Yeah,
Max
but you don't want to
Holloway and
see him just go
Volkanovski.
out like that, though.
I mean, dude, that's
Like,
the
let him
sport.
go out against another gatekeeper, dude. Like, let
It's a
him fucking
it,
let him do what Dustin Poirier is doing. Go out fighting Max Holloway. Like, let him do that. Like, not go out fucking fighting a 16-0 guy who's likely going to become the greatest MMA fighter of all time to get flatlined cold in front of everybody to where everybody goes, damn it, man. Why
yeah,
did he
but
have to do that to my
that's
favorite
Dustin
fighter?
Poirier's choice. Like he's actively retiring. These other guys aren't retiring. Volkanovski is the current featherweight champion.
But
Max Holloway is at
You don't
lightweight.
think Dustin would have been next to fight?
No. Over Gaethje, Armin, no.
Because wasn't Dustin coming off a win?
No, he lost to no, he lost to Islam. He lost to Islam Makhachev, and he
Yeah, but
knew he
oh yeah,
would
that's right.
retire after that,
Right.
and then said, "All right, one more, last dance, New Orleans, Louisiana." These guys aren't retiring, and eventually, like you have these guys for so long, like you're gonna fight up and comers.
Yeah, I just don't like the way I just don't like think I don't want to put it in my brain that the UFC that I grew up watching is slowly fading away.
Well, that's already been gone, dude. The UFC you grew up watching. These guys have only been at the top of the game for like 5 years. It's quick
Uh,
turnover. Top of the game.
I mean, they've been in the top for a long time.
Yeah.
Dustin, Justin, Charles. I mean, that's not 5 years.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's also,
It's like 8 years.
yeah, maybe. I mean, they've all been in the UFC for a long, long time. I'm just saying, like, they haven't all been at the top of the game for a long, long time. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Charles Oliveira won his first title in 2021. So,
But
like,
I
if you
mean,
think about it like that,
I don't know. I mean,
Gaethje lost. Gaethje's only been in the UFC really since 2017. He fought and won an interim title against Tony Ferguson. That was 2020, and then lost to Khabib.
yeah, the pre-COVID and like during COVID UFC was probably when it was kind of at its peak.
Right. Yeah.
And
I mean,
now it's like a
so
change of guard, and I don't know.
yeah, that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. I mean, you got guys now that are going to be reigning for a while, and then you have some exciting contenders like the Patty fight. I don't know if they'll make that right away, but that fight's going to happen eventually, and that fight's going to be huge. And like, honestly, that's the biggest fight they can make
for money and fans, I guess. Yeah,
that fight's way bigger than him versus Arman.
sure.
Justin would be fun, but I think Arman may be the toughest fight though.
I
For
mean,
Ilia.
Arman still fucking went toe to toe with Charles. We saw it happen to fucking Charles last night.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different styles, right? Like, it's just different styles. I think Arman, just pure wrestling style, it'd be more difficult for Ilia to deal with. Charles, the problem with Charles' style against Ilia is him trying to work the clinch. Like, him getting your dude. You either Dustin Poirier, believe it or not, actually said it the best before the fight even happened.
Yeah, I heard
He either
that.
needs to be all the way in or all the way out. Like, you need to be all the way in and have it be on the ground, or all the way out and at kicking range.
Does anybody know what cut Charles early? I still never figured out what that was. He was cut
he
like
ate
right off the rip.
Yeah, he ate a couple like nice right hands in early exchanges. I mean, dude, from the opening bell, they started going. Like, they started going right away.
I know.
They
He was
started
cut
throwing
like
heavy
bad,
strikes.
really quick.
Yeah, right over his eyebrow. Yeah, I don't know. He ate a couple big shots, like pretty much right away. Got in the clinch, tried to take Ilia down. Ilia reversed it, ends up on top.
Yeah, but there's like outside of like Armin and Patty, there's nobody in that division.
Yeah, I mean, Justin
anymore.
Gaethje really wants the title shot. He
Gaethje
lost
ain't
to
beating
Max.
him, dude.
No, Gaethje's gonna get knocked out too.
Yeah,
like, Gaethje's gonna get knocked out.
I can see Gaethje's retarded face now, flatlined on the ground.
Yeah, Gaethje's getting knocked out. I mean, listen, Ilia is, I think, 28 now.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, dude, you know.
That's unbelievable. He's 28 years old. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, where do you put him pound for pound? Let me ask you that.
Number 1.
You put him above Islam?
Fuck yeah, dude. I texted you this morning and I said, if I don't make the podcast, please let these folks know one thing. Ilia finishes Islam in 2.
Yeah, maybe Ilia is the solution to the Dagestani problem.
I just want to know, like, what fucking chin does Josh Emmett have?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Like, is there anybody out there with a chin like him? Like, golly, we're talking about everybody else, but like, he's the only guy outside of Zalal to go the fucking distance with Ilia.
Right, and he went 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And Zalal, I believe, was Ilia's debut
fight, yeah.
And that fight was a lot different. I mean, that was a wrestling Topuria.
Yeah.
I will say, obviously textbook, the elite boxing that we're used to.
I mean, to be fair, we may end up seeing Max versus Ilia too. I mean, we can't count Max Holloway out at lightweight.
Max is only
Because
32.
when they fought, it was at featherweight, to
Yeah.
be fair. And so we can't count Max out. Max is bigger and he's probably at his natural weight now, which, it may be a different, maybe a better fight.
He's only 32.
Yeah, so we may see that fight again too. And Max is number 4 contender right now, so we may see if Max beats Dustin, then
yeah,
Max could be right there in line too to get a rematch.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what's going to be next. The Patty fight to me is the biggest fight they can make. Like Armin, dude, Armin kind of made his bed. He's got to lay in it. Like, I don't know what else to tell him, dude. Like,
I know.
You fucked up a whole pay-per-view as the main event. You pulled out the day before. Like, I don't really, I know where you're coming from. Like he's the number 1 contender. He should fight for a title. But at the same token, bro, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? You fucked up that whole event.
So would you rather see the UFC go towards that style of promotion or stay with what's true and fight by the ranking system?
I mean, they kind of have both. They don't really fight by the ranking system. They do kind of.
They only don't whenever they need to make it, like the Van versus Roy Val fight. Like that was made because Cape backed out and Josh Van stepped in,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know, but that's not uncommon. I mean, what's Kai Car-France ranked? Why is Brandon Royval not getting a shot in Kai Car-France's? Because he already beat Royval?
Yeah.
That was 3 fights ago, though, or 2 fights ago. And he's
Roy
still
Val
the number 1 contender.
I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude.
Away 2 guys since then.
I mean, I'd love to see the Patty fight. I just don't think Patty beats him. But Patty looked fucking big last night, too. Good God.
That's because he's fucking 200 pounds right there.
Still, though, he does look big in the cage, though. When he fights, he looks big, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think I don't know, but he is good. I mean, he may be a tough challenge for Ilia. I mean, I don't know. I still think Ilia wins, no brainer.
Yeah.
But
I've seen Patty striking with his fucking chin way up in the air way too much to think that it's not going to be the same result. And then I will say this, dude. One thing that I don't think has really been mentioned just because of how insane the knockout was. So he kind of reversed Charles's first takedown, ended up on top. That ended in a leg entanglement.
Yeah.
But before that, he literally sliced through Charles's guard, end up in side control immediately, and had him in a crucifix. Near crucifix position. Immediately. I know he's winning fights by knockout. But he started as a wrestler and his grappling is legit. You just don't really get to see it because he doesn't need it.
Somebody's got to give him. I know this is crazy to say, but somebody's got to give him a boring fight.
Just wrestle fuck him?
Wrestle him or fucking avoid everything.
Yeah.
Right. You can't, if you want to try to, you almost can't try to beat him.
Well, so that would have been my only argument to that would be that that was Holloway's game plan.
And he made it 3 rounds, until he fucking messed up.
Yeah, but it's a championship fight. He's got 5 rounds until he messed up. That's on purpose. That's the thing. Eventually he's going to close the distance and connect. You're not going to be able to do that for 5 rounds. His footwork is too good. He
has to fight a wrestler then that'll fucking wrestle with him and keep him on the ground.
So that's Armin. That's why I say I think Armin's the toughest test. I think he knocks out Patty. I think he knocks out Gaethje. I don't think the Max fight would go any differently.
I think you. I mean, I don't know. You got to. I feel like he has to fight Islam though
Yeah,
to be able to say you are the pound for pound. I feel like you gotta fight the pound for pound. I mean, they did it with Volk and Islam when they fought
he's
each other. It
already
was pound for
he's
pound one
already
and two.
he's already talking about going to 170.
Yeah,
He wants to fight Islam at 170.
yeah. I mean, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I mean, he's
At
got
this
to know
point,
though that like, dude, the bigger you get, the fucking harder it is.
dude, at this point though, I mean, fuck. What, you know what I mean?
I mean, a 170 punching is a lot different than a fucking 155er.
Yeah, that's what they just said about 155 too, dude. It's
145
crazy.
to 155, that's 10 pounds. You're talking fucking
This
15.
is like the story of Ilia's career, dude. Everybody just changes their tune
But he's
after the
short, dude.
fight's
That's the
over.
thing, dude. He's short. I'm not changing tune. I didn't know. He's short. I mean,
No, I
that's his
know.
problem. He's a short guy, dude. When you're fighting a guy who's 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot, 180 walking in, 185 walking in, like that's a whole lot different than fucking being 5'9" walking in at 165.
I'm just saying, like the same things, like people say the same things before every fight, and then the result is the result. And then there's a new set of parameters. Well, he's not going to be able to do this because of this next time. And then that fight happens, and it's the same
Yeah,
result.
but we also
and
can't
then
be
there's
stupid though. I mean, it's fucking weight classes for a reason. If there's a guy who could be 135 and just keep going up 10 pounds and knocking
yeah.
everybody out,
Yeah, but
then
that's the difference
you
between
fucking
like the thing is like that's the thing with these guys cutting so much weight. Like none of them are at their natural weight anyway.
yeah.
You know, like obviously, yeah, 170 to 155 is a lot bigger. You know, I would assume Islam fighting at 170 is probably getting a lot bigger. Like he's not going to keep himself as small to where he has knowing that he has to cut to 155. If he only has to cut to 170, he's going to be a lot bigger, still cut weight and make 170, but be a lot bigger 170. He's not going to be the same size he is at 155 fighting at 170. But whatever. I'm just saying, I don't bring that up seriously, more just to bring it up like, dude,
We'll just see who's
you know,
next. I mean,
this motherfucker's
he's
a
gonna
psycho.
stay at lightweight, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he wants the Patty fight. They obviously fucking hate each other. I think that's the fight
Yeah.
to make for sure.
They got to make a show of it, man.
Oh, dude.
Give them a show.
Yeah, that fight.
Make the fight happen. You know,
Yeah, that fight is huge.
throw fucking chairs through buses and shit. Do some crazy shit, dog. Get arrested.
They already, I mean, they fought backstage one time, what, like 2 years ago, and then got into it at a press conference that same. I think that was like the Jai Herbert fight. So that was in England, however long ago, 2-3 years ago. But yeah, so I mean, you know, I don't know, dude. This guy is just we've never seen anything like this shit. It's fucking insane. So shout out to him. First ever undefeated 2-division champion, which is crazy.
Yep.
The other thing that I thought was hysterical was people start making the comparisons to Khabib's career, and they're like, Ilia's 17-0. He's a 2-division UFC champion. When Khabib was 17-0, he was fighting an opponent that was 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
When Khabib was 17-0, he fought a guy that had never fought before.
Khabib's career is a fluke anyway, so I don't want to talk about that.
I mean, especially nowadays, like when these guys are getting into the UFC with like 5 wins, 6, 7 wins. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're putting a decade in, like you're fighting the best in the world your entire career.
You know what though? And call me crazy, but the more I'm looking at this right now, and this kind of just hit me. They did the same thing to John Jones.
What do you mean?
When John Jones came in, became a champion, they all look back on his career and say he fought this old man, he fought that old man, he fought this old guy, this guy at the end of his career, that guy at the end of his career. He's not, John Jones has never lost a fight, dude.
Right.
And people always say like, oh, he beat this guy, he beat that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, and if
Well,
you look at it, I
I
mean,
definitely don't agree with that.
hell no, because the guys he fought were the best in the world at that time.
Right.
You know,
All I'm saying is that the comparison to Khabib is different just because 17-0 compared to where he was 17-0. Like that's just a funny comparison, I think.
I mean, he could definitely stay undefeated.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
well,
just
and
I mean, being 5'9" is tough. I mean, it really is though. I mean, it's going to be tough for him forever, but as long as he finds a way to win, he wins. You know.
I mean, dude,
But
Charles is one of the bigger lightweights.
I know Charles fucking went in there like a goddamn maniac, though. Like
That's how he fights.
Fuck.
That's how he fights, dude.
That's fucking stupid.
There's no other way. Like that's how he fights. Only 34 total strikes in that fight.
Well, yeah, there's only 34 fucking seconds into the fight, probably. I don't even know.
Nah, 2.5 minutes.
Like it felt like 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, the knockout definitely was so fast. I mean, it was like he broke away off a clinch, engaged with the jab, and it's interesting. Like you watch his timing, his timing is, I mean, really fucking tricky to deal with. He breaks away from a clinch, he throws a straight jab to Oliveira, and then normally when you watch them, there's this period after that jab where there's almost like a period of reset. And then Charles started to go and re-engage again. And like before Ilia like fully sit back and reset, and Oliveira took a step forward and just ran right into a right hand. Like that right hook, like the timing of that right hook, it was also worse because Charles was coming forward.
I know.
Like coming forward into it, which makes it more powerful. But like that's just his fucking timing is crazy. Accuracy, everything. I mean, and they were right. Like the left hook was, right hand, left hook. I don't know that he needed the left hook either because he was already going down after that. But yeah, dude, wow. Just like I had trouble sleeping last night. Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's next, but like whatever it is, it's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Dana White said last night was his coming out party, which I feel like as a former undisputed champion, he should already had. But I do think this was like a bigger stage and moment for Topuria than
It's crazy, dude. It was fucking Peyton Talbot's coming out party too last night.
yeah, low key. Low key.
All right, let's get off this fucking fight, dude. We got so much more to talk about.
I know you're
bro.
miserable, dude. I know you're miserable. It's fine.
I would much rather talk about.
You're bringing down the energy, but it's cool. It's fine.
I'd much rather talk about the flyweight goat, which we can both agree upon. Alejandro Pantoja.
Yeah, Pantoja defends. Defends his flyweight title against Kai France. Submission, third round. Yeah, I don't think there was really ever a doubt. Dude. No,
never stood a chance.
No,
I mean, Pantoja.
I have no idea what Kai France's game plan was.
Yeah, because he really. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Pantoja is so tough, and like the way Pantoja gets in on takedowns with his striking is reckless. Like,
dude, he throws that 1-2 kick, dude.
That was dirty. Yeah,
he threw that shit so many times, bro. So nasty.
And the way he blitzes in to like get to a body lock or get to a single or double, like he blitzes in almost like DDP-esque with these fucking punches. And he's getting hit on the way in, but like, dude, he's so fucking tough. Yeah, he's so tough, dude.
He gets right to your back. He starts using his legs to pull you down. Once he gets you down, he gets the body lock, and you're fucked, dude.
Yeah. Yep. He also, and I said this to you guys last night, but it was the way he finished the rear naked choke. I thought was super interesting last night. He locks it in and then hid his hand. He tried to put it behind Kai France's hand. And he kept Kai kept pulling it down, and then he hit it behind his own head.
Yep.
which I thought was slick as fuck and probably made it a lot tighter.
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu is nuts, dude.
Yeah,
It's good, dude.
Yeah, his ground game is great. To your point, his striking looked incredible last night with those combinations he was throwing that he was ending with kicks. Yeah, 3 takedowns, 3 of 6 on takedowns, 2 submission attempts, which I feel like that is probably light, but that's what they credit him with. Slightly outstruck him, but I mean, he really just needed to get him to the ground. So he is now the all-time winningest flyweight in UFC history.
Yep.
I mean, dude. So, and then his fight against Josh Van is next, 100%.
Confirmed.
They face them off, and that is confirmed. I think it's sick that they let Josh Van come out of the locker room. Like,
dude, after that war.
I know.
Like, that was a war. I mean, dude, it's so hard to say, like, that's like a top, 10 fight of all time in the UFC, but like,
yeah, there's a lot of fights like that, but yeah.
I mean, dude, there was almost 800 significant strikes thrown. Total strikes. I'm sorry. 800 total strikes thrown in that fight.
Yeah.
That's insane. I think they had the 3rd most total strikes thrown of all time.
Yeah. I know. It was nonstop. I mean, it was fucking nonstop the whole time.
Yeah, like, it was by far the best fight of the night to watch. Yeah. Like,
absolutely. And then, dude, for it really to be like 1-1 going into the third round to be as close as it is, and with 10, 15 seconds left, he gets a fucking knockdown.
Yeah, and you said that. You were saying that too. Like, he needs to knock him down. He needs to knock him down, and he knocked him fucking down. And then, dude, Royval, you just heard it in his voice, man. And when he stood up, he was just like, "Fuck."
Yep, he knew it.
Like,
he knew it.
He knew if he edged that round, I feel like he may have won.
I know. It was such a close fight. I mean, both guys, dude. Both
216 total strikes to 209 total strikes landed.
Yeah.
And over almost 800 fight total strikes thrown, dude. That's crazy. 67% by Josh Van.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I know. 67% is crazy. But that's the different style, right? Like, Brandon Royval was throwing way more at volume, whereas Van was kind of countering Josh Van.
Yeah.
And that's just or countering Royval, rather. It was just so much more effective for him. Like, waiting for Royval to go and then countering. His most powerful punches came that way.
No takedown attempts, no nothing. Just straight up hands.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No kicks really from Josh Van either.
No.
Royval was throwing a lot of kicks. Good for him. But, wasn't using them effectively to keep Josh Van at distance, because Van was closing the distance and counter punching and able to piece him up.
83% of Royval's strikes were to the head. 68% of Van strikes were to the head.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was fight of the night.
That should have been. As deserved.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fight of the year, probably, unless we see some fucking
that was
another fight like that. It'd be hard. It's going to be hard to beat that for fight of the year.
Yeah,
honestly.
that knockdown at the end of the 3rd round, dude. Yeah. I mean, just like absolutely fucking incredible. The only like difference with that and the Gaethje Holloway is, one, Gaethje was out cold. That was crazy.
Sure.
But also Gaethje Holloway was a 5-round fight.
Yep.
Which I wish that one was a 5-round fight.
Oh yeah, if this one was 5 rounds, that would have been
fuck.
They would have broke the record of all-time strikes, dude.
Maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
At that pace. Yeah, I mean,
hell, they were 3rd of all time after that.
Right. Josh Van, I mean, can't give him like enough credit though, dude. You come in on 3 weeks' notice to face the #1 contender, and you fight that fight. And then on top of that, before his fight, in Newark, New Jersey, in the beginning of June, he wasn't even ranked.
No.
So he
broke his toe last month.
Yeah. So he went from, in 1 month, he went from unranked to 2 wins in a row, beating the number 1 contender, and now he's going to have a title shot.
Yep.
In a month.
That's what happens when you step up on short notice, bro.
Yeah. When you stand on business.
You stand on business, dog.
Dude, that motherfucker stood on business, dude.
I mean, respect to Brandon Royval, too, though, man. You can't discredit him. He's still fucking good, bro.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, his boxing is so good. His pace and his output is incredible.
Yeah.
And their cardio, both of their cardio is good, too.
I know. Yeah. I mean, you could tell that they can fight the fight they did last night. They could do that forever.
5 rounds, for sure. 100%.
They can do that forever. Now, if you mix in grappling and wrestling, different story.
Yeah.
We saw that with Royval when he fought Pantoja. It's a different story. But, I mean, dude, if they're going to fight like that, they can do it forever. So now you get Josh Van, Pantoja. I mean, I don't see Van winning that fight. He's not going to be able to stop the takedowns.
Nah.
And when he gets
no one good, dude.
And when he gets taken down, he's not like going to get back up. If he gets back up, he's going to get brought back down. He's not going to be able to neutralize what Pantoja does the best that makes him so dominant. So I don't see Pantoja losing the belt even to Josh Van. But man, what a performance.
Yeah.
Joshua Van.
That fight right there was the fight that set the rest of the card.
I know. Well, yeah, I mean, right. So we had Brandon Royval, Josh Van, and then you had Pantoja get the finish over Kai France, and then obviously Topuria's knockout. Like those 3 fights were fucking awesome.
Yep.
This card, I think, lived up, beyond the hype. I really do.
Sure. 100%.
And
then we keep going, dude. It was good fight after good fight after good fight after good fight. I don't even remember a boring fight last night.
Yeah, I mean the Dariush Moicano fight wasn't like great.
I still think that was an okay fight.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't great. Like I don't, not a lot of strikes, a lot of wrestling.
Was that worst fight of the night?
I have to look at the whole card. Was that the worst fight of the night? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Either that or Tracy Cortez, but
that fight was still good.
Yeah, I would say that Beneil Dariush, Roynata Moicano was the worst fight of the night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it above Peyton Talbot, Felipe Lima.
No, that was a good fight.
Just because of what you got to see from Peyton Talbot, another, hot prospect, and then to see his body language at the end of that fight, dude, just having fun, fucking playing with him, like his wrestling crazy improved.
Oh yeah.
And then
he must have had like the shits or something during his last fight or something, dude.
Right. I don't know.
He looked completely different.
Right. He looked like what everybody thought he was, what I mean, before. But I mean, then you listen, you go down the list. RoboCop KOs Jack Hermanson for like fucking 5 straight minutes.
Yeah.
Went to
performance
the
of the night, or that was a bonus, right?
Yeah, performance of the night for Gregory Rodriguez. Then Jose Delgado KO'd Hyder Emil in 26 seconds.
Was that another performance of the night?
No.
Ilia got.
Yeah, Jose Delgado. Then Tracy Cortez dominated Viviana Roja.
Yeah.
Arujo. Sorry. Terrence McKinney, another under-minute submission in round 1. Jacoby Smith and Nico Price, submission in the second round.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you watched that opening heavyweight fight.
Bro, I tweeted about it, bro. I tweeted about it. You saw what I tweeted?
No.
Or I texted. I was like, yo, I like this garbage man, dude.
Yeah.
Hines is like, he reminds me of like a garbage man who just gets drunk and like beats his sons.
Yeah, and he was like undefeated.
Fucking 30 years old.
But so, dude, that's the card. Going off of that, yeah, Moicano Dariush was the worst fight on the card. Yes.
Yeah. And Moicano just looked, he kind of looked lame last night, dude.
I know. Yeah. Dariush is a good wrestler. Dariush does really good pressure. And he's kind of relentless with the pressure and the takedowns. And Moicano was gassed.
Bad.
Moicano is a questionable gas tank. Anyway,
Yeah,
and this it got exposed.
Jalen Turner, please come back for one more fight and just fight Moicano again and redeem yourself, bro.
Yeah, Jalen Turner can beat these guys, dude. Like, he can fucking beat these guys.
And he was big, bro. He was such a big ass dude.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the worst fight. Obviously, Peyton Talbot, what a fucking statement win, comeback win after losing. To come back and have like such elite wrestling, scrambling ability. That fucking Granby roll he hit, that was dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was exciting wrestling and grappling in MMA. Like, that was exciting to watch.
I agree.
Me.
I agree.
And that's why I say, like, it wasn't really like that in the Dariush Moicano fight, in my opinion. So,
no, not at all.
That's why that fight is the worst one for sure. But yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was not the exciting fight that every other fight was. You know, we already kind of alluded to it. You know, RoboCop gets KO in first round. Jose Delgado he's good, dude, at 145.
Yeah, that guy had it was a knee, right? That put him.
Yes. Yeah,
sorry.
the knee.
The knee,
dude, right? So 26 seconds, man. I mean, and then
and that guy was undefeated, wasn't he? Or like one loss or something?
11-1, yeah. Yep, 11-1 going into that, I believe. So, yeah, great win by Jose Delgado, who is now 11-1 also, I believe. And then the Tracy Cortez, some questionable performances from her in the past. Her fucking wrestling looked good for women's flyweight.
Yeah.
I mean,
her most recent loss was what, Rose?
I guess Rose, yeah.
But I mean, it's Rose, dude.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah.
Say what you want. Rose is still Rose.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she beat Jasmine Judavicius.
Yeah.
Tracy Cortez. Like, she is legit. She was on a huge win streak before the Rose loss, which is why she got that fight in the first place.
Yeah.
Because I believe that was short notice.
It was, I think.
Wasn't that supposed to be Blanchfield or something?
I think so.
Or, yeah. I don't know, whatever. But, I mean, dude, Tracy Cortez looked awesome last night. So congrats to her. That was a big win. She dominated on the ground too. Like, she stayed busy, good ground and pound. She was able to move through positions like extremely effectively. I'd love to know what Viviana Rojo was fucking bitching about.
Didn't she say like there was like oil on her gloves or something?
I don't know, and then she wouldn't shake her hand at the end. Did you see that? So,
what does it matter?
Tracy Cortez walked up to her before that she got her hand raised to shake her hand, and Vivian went, "Yeah, no, fuck you,
fuck her."
Yeah,
who cares, dude? Women's MMA.
It's just weird. Like, what
Tracy Cortez? I mean, and then what did she say afterwards? When she was all speaking in Spanish and shit.
Yeah,
was she going after the government?
Has to be something about ICE. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it was, dude.
I don't speak Spanish. I can't tell you.
I don't speak Spanish either. I couldn't tell you.
She said, "If you know, you know." So I guess we don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But yeah, so
I don't know.
Solid win. Terrence McKinney.
Shout out.
Terrence McKinney, first round submission against Vyacheslav Borshev. Yeah, dude, Terrence McKinney needs to be studied. It's the craziest. Homie's the craziest ever.
That guy literally just goes through training camp for 1 rounds. That's all he does.
Yeah. He had 1 total strike.
Really?
Yep. 1 takedown, 2 submission attempts.
Remember, I missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was 55 seconds, dude.
Well, because remember, you guys were like, all right, switch to Discord before we go. And I switched, and you never showed you didn't have the fight going. And then you were like, oh, and I was like, what the fuck? You guys are watching this shit?
That was it, dude. Terrence McKinney literally allergic to a second round. It's fucking crazy.
I ain't mad at him.
Nah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
So,
Absolutely insane.
but yeah, UFC 317. I'd give it like a 8.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe even like a 8.3
Yeah, I
out of
like it.
10.
I like an 8 out of 10. I mean, I don't. What's like? I mean, they fucked everything up with 300, in my opinion. Like 300, I guess, is a 10 out of 10. So like, just how stacked that card was. So like, nothing really. It's gonna be tough for like anything to live up to that. I mean, but there was a lot of finishes in this. And then even the ones that went to decision were not boring
When was
decision
UFC
fights.
300 last year?
Last April.
And we're already fucking 20 damn cards in.
17,
Damn near.
Yeah. I mean, you're 15 months away. So
We'll
yeah,
be at UFC 400 in a couple years.
few years. Yeah. I mean, yeah, a while.
4
Yeah,
years.
a while. Um, a lot longer than that. A lot longer than that. You get 13 numbered pay-per-views a year.
Yeah, so we got a while.
Yeah. You got like 9 years.
Jesus.
8 years. I don't know. Math is, I'm not doing it right
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna be fucking 50 in here.
You're like, fuck
Depressed.
it. You should have been
Depressed.
here for UFC 300, dude.
Yeah, depressed on a podcast going, do you remember that? Oh, Charles Oliveira, dude. That man was my favorite.
Yeah. You remember UFC 300, dude. You should have seen Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Fucking knocked him out.
Dude,
Cody Garbrandt, Davison Figueiredo to
just
start
think,
the
dude,
card.
we're gonna be like the Jim Millers, dude. I've
Yeah.
been here since before UFC 100,
Yeah.
200, 300.
Yeah. I don't, but yeah, I agree, dude. 8 out of 10 for sure. I mean,
think it's
even
8.
like it's just it absolutely delivered. International Fight Week, like great matchmaking.
Yeah.
Great fucking matchmaking. Good job. I mean, good job to the UFC putting this card together. And then for the guys and people that stepped up on short notice, like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
We're
You
about to
know?
get a lot of shit though. Like a lot of shit. Shit.
Yeah.
Back to
So
back to back.
it's not looking good for July. Obviously, next week, no UFC next week, and then it's Derek Lewis main event. And then what's after that?
Poirier.
So Derek Lewis main event, then Holloway Poirier 3, which is a pay-per-view.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, this one is fucking rough.
That could be the worst pay-per-view of all time.
I mean, there are some good fights on here, but yeah. Nah, it's not.
Like there should
That's
dude,
not a pay-per-view, dude.
the main card, there's no reason that the prelims are better than the main card.
Right.
What are we doing here, UFC? Dude, Robert Valentin should be on the prelims, dude. Brennan Allen, Marvin Vettori should be on the fucking main card.
Robert
Tyler
Valentin
Phillips
got
and Vinicius Oliveira should be on the main fucking card.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Valentin, to be fair, got beat by Aaron Pico. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, not Aaron Pico. He got beat by Torres Finney. I was looking at the next fight card, which is actually good. Robert Whitaker versus Renier de Ritter. And then it's Mavzar Aaron Pico, Peter Yan Marcus McGee, Bryce Mitchell Saeed Nurmagomedov.
That's on what?
Shara Bullet, Marc-Andre Barrial. This is a fight night.
The Whitaker one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fight night.
Fuck yeah. This is a better card
than the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
100%.
Way better.
100%.
Way better, dude. I mean,
bro, there's so many ranked fighters on here.
I mean, Mavzar. So Jan, Mavzar, and Whitaker are 3, 4, and 5 in the world in their respective divisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bryce Mitchell moving down to bantamweight to fight Saeed Nurmagomedov, who's definitely going to go to the ground with him.
Like, what are we doing here?
Fight Marc-Andre Barrial. You know, you get a couple top 15 light heavyweights and Nikita Krylov and Guskov. You get some more exciting flyweights. Asu Amabayev.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude. So this is at the end of July.
That should be the pay. That should have been Louisiana.
That's a pay-per-view.
You put Dustin Max main in that, and then you make Whitaker DeRitter the co-main. Now you got a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then you
dude.
Everybody else put that bitch on a fight night.
You had 5 fights. So you open the card up, open the main card up with Bryce Mitchell, Said Nurmagomedov. Second fight, Peter Yan, Marcus McGee. Third fight, Mobzar and Pico. Co-main, Whitaker DeRitter. And then
main event, Max versus Dustin. That would have been the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's a pay-per-view. Absolutely.
Like, what the fuck crack were they smoking when they did
I don't know, dude. Fuck if I know.
And I swear to goodness, if they go highest ticket sales of all time, most pay-per-view buys, they're lying like a motherfucker. Because 80% of these people finna stream East that shit.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean that's end of July, and then you get Amir Albazi, Tatsui Taira in August. Roma Delitze, Fluffy Hernandez in August, 2 fight nights, and then August 16th, Duplessis Chimaev.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
So yeah, lock in.
Even that pay-per-view is ass, dude.
Yeah, well, it's still really early. Let that marinate. Let that shit cook a little bit. See what happens with it. It's too early right now. 2 months away.
There's 10 fights on there though.
Yeah, just a lot of things can happen. Just chill. 2 months away, dude. Too early judging cards. 2 months away. A lot of shit changes. But I will say, if you're gonna take time off from watching the UFC
right now, it's time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, next week's fight night is not great. I mean, we're gonna watch it though. Max Griffin, Chris Curtis.
Well, it's not next week; it's the week after, but yeah.
Landwehr and the Charrier, Calvin Cater, Wonder Boy and Bonfim. So, I mean, it's a fight night, so it's free. You're not paying for it. That's in Nashville, so you got a crowd.
May just fuck around and go to that shit.
How far are you from Nashville?
Probably 3.5 hours.
4 hours. That's easy. Light work. Let me before we head out, and let me read off. So I reached out to some people, tried to get some reactions, favorite moments to UFC 317 last night. A few people hit me back. Andre Petrosky, who we just had on the podcast, shout out to him. Unfortunately lost his fight with Edmund Shabazian back in June, but it's all good. Bounced back. Solid ass dude, Philly guy. Asked him what his favorite moment was. He said Terrence McKinney sub. Dude is the most dangerous first-minute fighter.
Yeah, 100%.
And I brought up the fact that he's never had a bonus, which is crazy. Like, that is actually wild to think of, that he's never gotten a performance bonus in all the first-round finishes he has. Never has had a performance bonus. Somebody's got to do something about that. Get Terrence McKinney an extra $50K, dude.
Terrence McKinney, get on the podcast, bro. Yeah, let's get you that bonus.
Amon Hardy, who we also just had on the podcast, to professional fighter now, just won his pro debut. Shout out to him, undefeated, 1-0. On your way, dude. 17-0, you become a 2-division UFC champion. So just think about that. He also said, probably seeing Terrence McKinney get another quick win was good to see him looking back to form. To which I responded the same thing. That boy allergic to round 2.
For sure.
Like, shit's crazy. Obviously had to hit up our boy Joe Giannetti. Shout out to the t-shirt. If you're anywhere near Whitman, Massachusetts, and you're looking for a place to train, check out Giannetti Martial Arts. Just opened, brand new. Nice spot. I asked him if he watched what was your favorite moment. He said, yes, I did. Definitely not the main event.
Yeah, no.
But he said the Royval versus Van fight was crazy. Fight of the night for sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously we agree. That fight was fucking nuts. And I just said Josh Van on a historic run, like we briefly talked about. I mean, that man went from unranked to a title shot in a month. That's fucking bananas.
Mind blowing.
Our boy Valdina. He said it's got to be Ilias KO and the Royval Van fight. Crazy watching them both take some of those shots for 15 minutes. That's true. Yo, that's true too. We didn't even talk about that. Like, I mean,
The chins, son.
the chins on those two. Like
Yeah.
you mentioned the cardio. What about the fucking chins? Like both of them ate some tough punches, dude. Eric Anders, who you just interviewed, we just had on the podcast.
Yep. I'll see him in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you'll see him as he main events. What is it? Patriot Combat Invitational.
Yep.
Live in Georgia, baby.
Live in Georgia.
Get on over there. Go check that out. Him and Jamie Pickett, I believe, is the main event.
Yeah, Jamie Pickett.
Yes, sir. He just said the main event was crazy, which I feel like a lot of people felt like.
For sure.
Man, a lot of people picked that main event to go that way, but to actually see it happen was wild. And
all I know is there's a lot of $100 tickets available for UFC Nashville in 2 weeks.
There you go. That's not bad, dude. If you could go for $100, fuck.
I know.
And it's not a bad card. Look at the card. It's not a bad card.
It's not. No, I know.
No.
I know it's not.
And then another fighter from my area, Justin Arrett, that I've been kind of talking back and forth with, that we may have on the podcast here shortly, also fights out of Art of War, local to this area, fights out of, I believe, Broad Street Kickboxing and Gentleman's MMA. Said my boy Ilia getting the job done. I like him even more now. He's an Ilia fan, so I'm definitely going to go take this camera and get him on the podcast. My boy Ilia getting the job done. I truly don't think there's a single 45er or 55er that can handle him. Went out there and stiffened one of the toughest guys in that division. Nobody is better than him. I mean, that's fucking accurate at this point. Like, who the fuck else, dude? Who else? I don't know. Genuinely. I don't know. 8 out of 10. Solid fight. Don't forget, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe over to the YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up. Like the video. If you're not already too, make sure you click the links. Follow us on all our social medias. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those things. Also have the audio-only versions of all the podcasts up on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. So make sure you check us out on those platforms as well. You got anything else before we close this out?
No. I mean, shout out to your boy.
Baby. Shout out to Ilia El Matador Topuria.
Man, you gotta say it all like that, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck all the haters, dude. Fuck all the haters. There was a couple people that a guy commented on my reaction video today that said,
I'm gonna start just hyping those people up.
Dude, you can suck my dick, dude.
I'm gonna go in there and be like, yeah, dude, he's a cocksucker, dude. I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy.
You see Meg commented on it? Yeah, my wife came to my defense. This dude goes, this guy probably just became a fan after the Max Holloway fight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start being that guy. I'm just gonna start going and agreeing with all of those people talking shit. Like, dude, you're right, dude. I'm his friend. You're right. He just started becoming a fan yesterday, dude. I swear.
Dude. You're too emotional for this game, dude. You don't want to play this game with me, dude. If you want to go full hater mode, I'm going to make you hate watching MMA, dude. Nah, I'm going to make you hate.
I only hate one person.
Okay. You might as well quit.
I don't know anybody else I hate.
Who do you like?
Who are my favorites right now?
Yeah. Who's your favorite right now?
I mean, Tom Aspinall.
Yeah. He's going to have to knock him out too. Go up there and fucking knock his big dumb ass out.
Yeah, right. That's not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, I guess he can just be a champion of a fucking fake division at heavyweight because there's not really any competition.
Man, I guess I can keep out the old guys too.
Real undisputed champions, dude. They roll through legends at the toughest divisions in the sport. But that's cool. You can be the favorite of the guy that has no real competition, and his only competition retires. That's fine. It's whatever. Anyway, all right, dude. Fuck it. We're out.
Whatever.
Catch y'all next week. We're gonna figure something out.